Welcome to BBC's Going Live with Philip Schofield and whatever her name was.
You bastard! I was just about to say the welcome, and you did it. I love you, though, Rory.
Welcome to Angelic Realm.
Yeah. Let's start again.
Angelic Realm.
Welcome, everyone, anyone, whoever, wherever. We're here. We're now. This is all.
This is you.
And I'm eating sausage and mash.
Nice.
František?
He's meditating.
He's muted.
I'm here.
Okay, František, go ahead, start with the meditation.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like these women ordering around?
You are in a good mood today, Rowie.
Oh, I don't take orders very well. Gotta treat me nice. Remember? I'm a nice one.
Rowie, why haven't you posted any of your performances on videos?
What, my live performances?
Yeah, record them, post them on YouTube.
Because I've been off sick for the past year.
All the old ones, no problem.
I haven't got many of the old ones. They're all in Germany on other people's computers.
Doesn't matter, I want to see anybody, I want to see you.
No, I mean the recordings and stuff are on other people's computers and stuff. All in Germany. That's when I lived in Europe. In England, all you get is fighting. It's awful. It's horrible to DJ here. Horrible.
Unless you're a ninja.
Or some superstar wanker.
You're eating something?
Sorry, yeah, I am eating
sausage.
Excuse me.
This is a new language.
That was sausage language, that was.
You eating also?
Bradford special.
Okay.
Sorry, Fanda, I'm probably not helping, am I?
Alright.
Groovy.
If you channel an angel, you must show us your face, okay? Frankie?
I must.
There is no must.
There is no must.
What is it?
No, there is only a feeling. If he wishes to show, then
it has.
so be it. If does not, then
it has. You know,
the decision.
energy that comes through the face is very strong. Yeah, and that's why I'm asking. We need to see his face, you know.
No. Yeah, it's funny the way. It's funny the way you ask, though. It's an order.
It's an order. It's a part.
Asking an order is two completely different things.
It's an order and it's a question. It's all together, and it's you.
They had this confusion in 1940s Germany.
Yeah.
Should we mute ourselves or just
After the meeting.
it's okay like that?
Hey, the time will come. It's about timing. Gira. Bring your hearts together and open up. It's a beautiful intention that you're putting in, joining in here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes. Whenever you are waiting for something to happen or you wish it to happen and you know you have the right for a choice always. And it's not happening right away, instantaneously. Change the vibration that comes first as impatience and fill yourself with passion to the process, to observe the process, observe the change. Because you know it's coming.
I feel it coming.
Yeah.
Deep inside. Really deep. It's really becoming very clear.
Play with the energy. Be free, yes. Poopy. As a kitten, play around.
May you introduce yourself to us, please?
This is about aligning your hearts together. This is a co-creation. This is unique experience. You can say this moment has a name, yes, but it will never come again in this form. So does the name really matter?
So you are an experience, not an entity.
We all are our experiences. Experience is only a thing that's real.
Okay. I have a question. If I see an orb, does it mean it's an angel or could be any other entity?
Can be any other, or it's just light, it's just translation for you, high vibration.
Okay. The orb that I saw, could it be an angel or something different?
It could be whatever meaning you assign to whatever you see.
Whatever if you see.
You go with it, decide, choose, and don't doubt.
Because it was different.
Make a choice and make it right.
Okay. It's whatever you perceive. Because the orb that I saw was different than any other orbs. It has tassels from beneath it, tassels coming out of it, you know? And it gave me love vibration, gave me peaceful vibration. I wasn't frightened. I was surprised to see it, but I was happy.
Yes, the orb was you.
Was me. Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Cute. And if I want to attract more orbs just by intention,
Yes, intention and patience and passion for the process. That's
patience and
how you
passion.
release expectation. You just enjoy the process.
Okay, it happened a long time ago. I want more of it.
To enjoy where you are right now, because that is part of the process.
Great. I have a question.
Namaste.
There is only right now.
Yeah. My question, the other question is, we reside now on 4D, but the people about us, the families and everybody, they're different vibration. We see them in 3D. But by giving good intention, sending them love and good vibes, they will be raised to 4D with us.
Why you see them 3D?
Then the
That are they static pictures for you?
static, they
Yes,
don't
static
vibrate the way.
holograms.
You know what I mean? They're not like in human colony. We all are one. They are out of us. We want to fold
I
them.
will
We all want.
explain to you something about human colony.
You understand my question?
Yes, I understand it.
So what to do?
You are always in human colonies from a certain point, and all you see is a representation of that. Human colonies is just a label for the test. If you were willing to go beyond what you see and touch. And all of you prove that you are not only willing, you are passionate about going beyond. So move with us. Move beyond the labels, move beyond boundaries.
It seems that a lot of people are getting caught up with the labels and assuming that all that they see is different to what they are perceiving as the human colonies. But the human colonies are just another dimensional aspect of what we see now. We live in every dimension. We can perceive every dimension. We are just choosing to focus most of our consciousness on this particular interaction that we're in right now. If we wish to move past it, we can move forward. We can move up to all of the realms of the angels, to even to the lower dimensions if we choose. We can go wherever we wish, because spirit has no boundaries. There is no label that restricts spirit. Spirit surpasses the box. Spirit can shapeshift into the box, that can turn into another box, which can then explode all of the boxes out of the way. We have no need for these labels anymore. They are just a tool to get us to the point that we're at now. And this point that we're at now is discussing that there is no more labels, there is no more boundaries, there is no more solidity. We are fluid, we are everything.
Beautiful, thank you. You are your highest self. You are your oversoul. You are the oversoul of your oversouls. And up to infinity. Everything is one and everything is interconnected, up and down. Every vibration that you give off changes every other vibration slightly.
The only things that are set in stone are change and now.
It's not set in stone, but it's your choice that you made because you wanted to experience, and that can be no experience without change.
Yes.
See, it goes up to the infinity, up to beyond what you can imagine. The vibration always goes higher and higher and includes more and more. And when it includes everything in total, there's all possibilities in one, canceling each other. There is no experience in the highest level. It's the reset. Reset. There you are heading. And there is where you are coming from. There is where from you create every moment. from darkness, from no experience. It is calming and it is beautiful.
One of the most.
And you can see it as such just because you come out of it automatically, billions of times per second. Yes, what is your question?
It wasn't so much a question, it was more of an observation of the beauty of spirit. We are spirit experiencing ourselves while traveling into different dimensions, experiencing ourselves. We are just experience. We are constantly changing, constantly experiencing these potentially the same things, just in a slightly different way, to understand it in a different perception. We are always experiencing. When we wake up in the morning, it's a new day, it's a new experience. We may stub our toe, we may wake up and have a smile on our face. It's a brand new experience in which we get to experience the new day and learn that everything is as it is. As long as we follow what we believe to be our true way, we will always be experiencing.
Yeah.
Hello, I have a question.
Yes.
Yes, I understand when you say that to raise your vibration so you can, and when you raise your vibration, then you be able to experience other reality. But how can I do that easily, knowing or perceiving that I am still confined into this 3D reality that I'm living and surrounded by people, 3D reality people interacting with me, and I have to interact with them as long as I live or I am in this physical body.
You said first that you understand this concept, and then you said that you don't understand this concept. And both is true in the same time. You see, you don't have to understand for it to be true. You are in, as you call it, it's not precise, but we can do it for now. You are in 3D, but you are aware that it's just your projection, so it's not 3D anymore for you. You see yourself in others, you see yourself in people, in things, in words. Everything answers your immediate vibration. This awareness, this knowing is part of your automatic mind now. So you can't really forget that. You can't really perceive your world as 3D, as you say, anymore.
Right.
But it's part of it, because you chosen to remember that. But that is just a choice, and you should ask yourself, does it really serve you?
Right. No, it doesn't.
Okay, then imagine everyone you see, your family, your friends, people in the streets, that everyone has a connection to higher beings. Everyone sees multiple realities at the same time, not just one. And the one that you see through them is just one that is being presented to you for a reason. It's your reflection. Everyone has unlimited potential. And where you put your boundaries on others, that's how you will perceive them.
So
See them as light beings, see them as angels.
I see.
See them as messengers.
See them as yourself.
So just so what I get from this message is that all I have to do is change my perception of
you don't have to do anything. You
just
can
allow
just allow yourself to believe it's already alright. It has been already taken care of by you, because you are here, you are hearing this message. So you are confirming it to yourself that you already know. And you are repeating that to yourself over and over, because you are trying to unite. Because you, for some reason, believe it is painful for you to leave the old paradigm.
Right.
Why?
Hello, experience. This is Noah again. I have a question. How close am I to channeling, please? I need to know.
Doesn't matter who you wish to channel, you are always channeling anyway. You are channeling your higher self. As you have heard before, no thought comes from any other place than your higher mind. It's flow. You should concentrate on the moment and dig deep what it means for you, what you prefer to see it as. Every moment has a purpose, and not just one, and you can choose the purpose for you. It's the intention that you put in.
Am I blocking the vocal language also, or is it it's gonna take some time?
It's coming out, just try to relax. Don't bother yourself with how it sounds.
Okay.
See, when you hear yourself in a recording as a child, what do you see?
What do I see?
What do you hear? Is it embarrassing? Is it what
No, there's nothing
emotions
embarrassing.
does it generate when you hear yourself in old recording?
No, nothing embarrassing. I'm having an experience.
And is it fun to hear yourself in old recording?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, because you can see how you have moved from there to where you are. And you can see yourself throughout the process. And you can see that you have quite enjoyed the change.
Yeah, I am enjoying it actually. All the day. Each day by day, my heart is opening and opening, and I feel much better. I'm residing in a higher place.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you wish to tell us anything?
Not at
I have a question.
Yes.
What can you tell me about the element known as trachyon?
Element.
Oh, hi.
We see just take It's another name for the idea called prime meridian. It's everywhere, every time. It's the particle moving at infinite speed. It is what everything is created out of. It is you.
Interesting. Do the Andromedans use this substance? No.
Andromedans are the substance as well as you are the substance. There's no other substance in the universe than the one that is all.
I thought it was an actual element.
Yes, and you were right.
So why is there a name for it if it's everything? Where did the word trachyon come from?
I don't understand this label.
Me neither.
Yeah. It generated familiarity within me to the word tachyon, so that's what came out as the relevance for this moment.
You said tachyon?
Yes,
I just want to make sure that you understood me. I said trachyon.
I did, but
Okay.
I didn't know what it means.
And what is tachyon?
Prime radiant,
I get it.
one that is all, one particle that creates all other. particles.
Tyler.
Question.
Oh.
It's tachyon, it's quark. It's one and the same.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the prime radiant through Bashar.
It's electron, it's photon. It's everything. It's one particle creating other particles or behaving as different particles. But it's one and the same nonetheless.
Okay, I understand.
If
Thank
I may, I have a interjection. Tyler.
Yes.
Would you be able to give some clarity on the context of the element that you are seeking?
Sure. Yes. Trachyon is it's a word that came to me when I was meditating probably about a year ago, and I've been trying to figure out what it is the whole time. And Tazur told me that it was an element that had to do with dimensional and space manipulation or time manipulation. And another connection with that is I saw a UFO several years ago, and that experience was described to me as an Andromedan ship that was manipulating space and time, and that's why I had the the visual. They actually jumped into my. They were actually jumping through space in front of me, I guess. So I just was seeing if maybe those two incidences are linked in some way.
Do you feel like they are?
Of course. I guess I'm just trying to figure out the next step. The next stone to step on.
The next step is step aside and follow your excitement.
And this is why I'm
Do
here.
not concentrate on the goal. There is no mission as such. There is just constant process, constant change. Enjoy the change, and it will bring you more of what you want in proper order for you to receive it.
Absolutely. So I heard that Andromedans like to create technology and then pass them on to other civilizations for to make them better. Would you happen to know what the latest piece of technology the Andromedans have passed on to another civilization is?
I'm not aware of this. I'm not the Google. I'm not the encyclopedia. I make things simple and understandable. I'm not giving answers that mislead you to separation.
I see. It's not about the answer, it's about the experience of getting the answer.
Yes. Because every question has the answer embedded in it. thank you. Your energies are very gentle, very allowing.
Say that again.
You feel very soft.
I'm very comfortable right now.
Yeah.
I don't feel very energetic today though, but I'm definitely comfortable.
So that comfort is process of getting energy,
Maybe I
building energy, get comfortable.
I've been trying to ground myself lately. Feel like I've been too head high energy.
Yes. Ground yourself and heighten yourself at the same time. That is the best way to stay what you are already. You are all, you are both. You are the ground and you are the sky.
Your energy is also very soothing and very comfortable. It's
Thank
lifting us
you.
up and grounding us while you speak.
Yeah.
Is Frankie's eyes open now?
No.
Closed. That's why I'm sending him messages. So want to see his face. That's why.
Frantisha wants to thank you for not insisting on knowing answers, for not insisting on knowing my label. It's very important for him to integrate who he truly is. He is all.
Would you be able to repeat that last part again? I didn't hear it.
And T-Shakes wants to give you thanks and gratitude for your allowance and for your wisdom, as you don't insist on knowing.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Hello, experience.
Hello.
I mean, I don't want to insist anything, but I like to know, how do you experience God?
I am God. Everything is one. I'm God itself, and you are God itself. You are me, and I am you. God as the creator just wanted to experience itself from different points of view. And you are one of those points of view. And you can be many when you open up to that possibility. You are many what you call yourself individual, and that is separation.
Do you find it hard to speak to us from a higher perspective?
Not hard. It's fun. It always translates a little differently. It does not really matter because you are connected in many levels with me.
Do you
You
have to
receive your message. That is enough.
do you have to change your perspective though at all
For what?
for
I
talking
change
to us?
my perspective as well as everything that you perceive. Everything changes, everything switches, swaps from place to place, from time to time. We are all one. We are exchanging positions in space-time. Where you were a moment before, there is now someone else, maybe in a dream, but still it's real.
Hello, experience.
Um,
Sometimes I feel like there is a game of hide and seek at play here. How can you explain that to me?
yes, you are right. You hide from yourself to enjoy the process of seeking and finding. If you were able to manifest instantaneously, it wouldn't be much fun for you at the moment because you would bring up your fears up very quickly, very quickly. And on manifesting, it would cause you pain. So you bring your fears up just when you are ready. When it does not seem so painful to you.
Hmm. Well, thank you, experience.
Yeah. I am Metatron, just for the record.
You're Metatron now?
I am aspect of you. I'm aspect of everything else. I am aspect of I have many labels, many names.
Great. So actually you can
Ishtar, Isis, God,
uh,
Goddess.
okay, great. So you mean you can channel other entities while you are channeling the first entity, not coming in
Yes,
and
we
out.
are integration of many.
Nice.
We co-create this interaction with your higher selves, with your entities.
I have a
It's
question.
play, it's a harmony, it's orchestration.
Okay, Metatron, I have a question now regarding energy. Once I was standing in the kitchen and I felt an energetic hug from my back, and it struck me. So I thought, what would that be? A spirit, like some passed away, something like that. I wasn't sure if it is an angelic hug, spiritual hug from an entity that has passed away. What was it?
What, where, how, why? Those questions
You want me to get
are
everybody?
not important. What is important is your state of being, state of mind. Enjoy. Get excited. Be passionate about the process of discovering yourself in any way. Be satisfied with what you have. You don't need what you don't have. You always, always, always have exactly what you need. I am also Gira. I am cat aspect of Fanda. There, 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 my consciousness is comfortable right now. You see, the energy is different. It's always slightly different than before. It's always changing, mixing, interconnect,
Yeah,
co-creation. Go on.
I felt the vibration, the change of energy. It just changed. There's a flip in the air. There's love in the air, you know?
Yeah.
Hello.
I
I have a question, or maybe it's something that I'm realizing now. I have a feeling that you are bringing, by this integration of vibration, different vibration, you're bringing your or new manifestation into a channeling skills, uh, whereas since I've been listening to other channelers, they only bring one entity, um, uh, i- entity's information or channeling at a time. But what I'm experiencing today, um, it's the integration and manifestation of uh, um, different aspects of um, uh, I don't know how to explain it.
of you.
Different entities, all integrating vibrations,
Yeah.
and that's how I'm feeling right now.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it.
That's where we are all heading into more and more connection, into deeper and deeper understanding of the co-creation.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I'm like, I need a pass.
Say that again. Are you back?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, bring your face then. What is this?
Are you back?
Welcome back, Fanda.
Punchline, punchline. That was awesome.
No,
Hmm.
I feel like sleeping.
You had high energy. That's why. You wanna stop the recording?
Drink some water.
Yes, I will drink.
Okay, then we have another channel which is Mary. Go ahead, take the mic. Of course, you don't want to stop channeling.
There he is.
Or
100%.
How can we top that?
No. Cannot stop it. We're in high vibes.
now, Noha,
Yeah.
I feel that this gives us a perfect time to speak in a lower dimension, in a
I know.
bring it back to
Ooh-ha.
the main kind of the feelings of what we have felt from the entity and through what we feel that we can bring through. I feel that you still have a lot of doubt.
A doubt? Regarding what?
Only you know. I just have a feeling that
It's not doubt. It's insisting. It's doubting his channeling. I know he's channeling. If I want to see his face, it gives me vibrations. It gives me soothing. You know, you have this reflected on you. You know, that's why.
But do you need your eyes to feel? Do you need your eyes to be able to sense the energy?
No, but you need the eyes to have the complete picture. I sensed it, I felt it. How many times I told you I felt the vibration that has changed, things like that. But the face gives you more how he presents himself, how he comes across, how he relaxed with himself. You know what I mean?
But the entity was experience.
Doesn't matter.
There was no need for viewing of it. It was more of.
It doesn't matter.
There, exactly.
It doesn't matter whether in physical form or not. Still, we can sense the vibe through his reflection. You know.
Because all that you're going to see when you turn on the camera is the channeler, who is bringing through the entity.
So you can sense him how he feels. You know. You know what I mean? You can sense him. Sense him by hearing him. You can sense him by seeing him. See what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
See what I mean? I'm saying see what I mean?
Like a sense of personality.
You sense and you see. You sense both. You have all your senses to sense. See what I mean?
But we as humans are too busy stuck into what we see, what we feel, what we taste. There's much more to it than just these five senses that we consider to be the reality.
I'm with you. I'm not against you.
I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to kind of raise an argument. I'm trying to. Not so much trying. It's more of a misunderstanding of your perception of it.
I get you.
I wish to know more about your perception.
My perception is an extra added value, an extra added value. That's all. See what I mean? See, I'm saying see what I mean all the time.
I hear what you mean. I
uh,
feel what you mean.
Great. And you don't see what I mean.
How can you see what you mean? It's
This is
impossible
an
to see.
expression in English. I'm not creating it. See?
But by using your eyes, you cannot actually see a meaning. You give the meaning.
Listen. Portraits, what do they draw? Something to give you a sense of feeling through your eyes, right? So this is it. This is why I'm trying to get the complete picture. He's okay. He's channeling an entity which is not physical. Yet I can sense him through my eyes, you know, because I draw myself. I draw pictures, things like that. I use my hands a lot. So seeing artistic stuff is accomplishing the whole picture. What I mean. I'm saying see, you know, I don't know what's the matter with me today, but I'm saying the word see all the time.
Perhaps this is actually something that we can look into. Hence the word look. We can venture into this because you seem to want to bring this seeing into the main focus. So
I get your point, but it seems that each person is different. Each individual is different than the other. Like some people, the sense they feel, like I give you a sense of direction. I tell you, after two traffic lights, there is turn to the left or right. I'm giving a sense of direction. Other people, they say no. Uh, by feeling the stuff, you know, don't say it by visual, by sensing, by things like that. Each person is different than the other, you know.
I'm on your level. I too have a very strong what's the word? An unwillingness to let go of the seeing as a main sense. Where I wear glasses as well, it creates even more focus on the need to see. And so I do completely understand where you are coming from with that.
And I want to see beautiful things. You know, with your eyes, you want to see some beautiful things. You know, channeling is a beautiful thing, but yes, you want to see the beautiful thing. Like there's the entity Cryon. I love him so much, but when they put him on the YouTube, I see pictures, not his face. I'd love to see his face. His face is so oozing light. You know, I love that, and it relaxes me when I see that. You know what I mean?
I do.
So this is my point.
Can I place this point in?
Okay.
When the message comes through, you hear the message and you feel the message. You don't necessarily see the message unless it is written down in front of you.
Right.
For an entity such as Cryon, it's very based within the message.
Right.
The entity, the channeler, they're not so much of importance as the message that is being brought through.
True.
Although with channelers such as Daralanka, with Bashar, it's a very visual as well as auditory experience.
Yeah.
And I find that people do connect more with the being able to see and being able to interact with him more.
You got it.
Slightly more personal level because you are face to face with them.
Yeah.
But in a sense, we are all face to face right now, communicating on many multiple levels, many multiple dimensions, and we are probably seeing each other in a much clearer way in those levels than we are actually seeing each other through a webcam in this particular format.
Right.
So for now, I felt that the entity that came through František, the viewing of him was not as important as the messages that were portrayed.
The first entity, there was no big problem. The second entity, Mr. Metatron, was important, because they ooze light, they ooze it out, and you love that. Okay?
Yes, some entities I feel would be more beneficial with the almost complete use of sense. Although for the ones that are merely just a vibration, the sound and the feeling, in my perception, is more than enough.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you, Dan. That's Dan speaking, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hey, I just wanted to say, I've seen a lot of videos with you, and I think you bring a really nice element to everything.
True.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but here's a question for you. In your experiences, do you get a lot of, like, say, I don't know if you've ever had like a premonition or anything like that, but how do things come to you? Do they come visually? Do they come as thoughts or feelings or what? Because in my case, I get a lot of visual, like as in my third eye visual.
Yeah, throughout my entire experience in this body, I've been, I'm going to say gifted, because I've been given the sight, the feelings, the sound, and also extrasensory perceptions of it. I was always had the feeling that I knew. I didn't know what I knew, but I just had the feeling that I knew something, and it's
Yeah.
always been that way. It's kind of learning to trust that that knowledge is true to myself.
Right.
But I get a lot of messages during dream states, during meditation states. I'm currently working on decalcifying my pineal gland again, because I've let it be a little bit out of use and be polluted by fluoride from water and food. And I wish to be able to see things as clearly as I did when I was in my younger years. But for
Yeah.
now, I hear, and a lot of feeling. I believe that I'm empathic, although
Is
I'm
that
not
where you
going,
feel people's feelings?
most of the time, yes. There are different stages to different different empathy. There are many different stages for telepathy, telepathics, and also different stages through channeling and through viewing things with your third eye. And I feel that there are. See, this is it. I feel a lot, so I most likely am empathic.
Yeah. Okay.
Although I'm not going to say that I'm just empathic.
Right. Right.
I'm
I'm
kind
getting that way
I'm kind of
quickly
a
when
hybrid for everything, really.
yeah. Well, I think a lot of people are. It's just hard to sort of, we've got all these things happening, and it's hard to just pick one out and sort of. It's like it's all happening all at once, really. But what are you
Yeah.
focusing on?
It's just trusting that you have it all within you, and it's going to arrive whenever it arrives.
Yeah.
Dan, I have a question.
Of course.
Okay, when you say that you dream a lot, when you wake up in the morning, do you remember all your dreams or most of your dreams?
More recently, yes. After starting a dream journal, I noticed that a lot more of my dreams were becoming crystallized and a lot more clear. Although using substances such as marijuana inhibited my dream recall, so I've stopped using it. So I'm able to dream on a clearer level and be able to see the see the messages within the dream without the change in perception that the different substances give you.
Mm-hmm. I have another question.
Okay.
Like, let's say, if I can explain this, let's say, like, I see a video on YouTube about channeling, let's say channeling, or something else that is related to a metaphysical subject. I can swear that this is the first time I am watching this video. This is like for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes video on YouTube. But in my subconscious, I know I know this, or I've seen this before, or I know something about this video. I mean, I don't know if I mean, I've seen it before. I've watched it before. I know the material, the things that they're talking about. But I mean, it's hard to explain. It's like a deja vu, something like that to me.
Yes.
And this is not just one video, or this is not just one incident. So many times, you know, it's like a deja vu. I feel like, oh, I know this. I know that. It's just so strange to me. I mean, I don't know how to explain it.
I just got an image of an analogy that may put it into a slightly different perspective.
Right. Go ahead.
Being a musical, well, being very musical anyway, I've noticed that if I don't practice the instrument for, say, I didn't play guitar for a year, I never truly forget how to play. It just becomes rusty. So by practicing and by recalling the information in the way that you're viewing the video, you're allowing yourself to remember something that you haven't necessarily forgotten, but it's been pushed into your subconscious, and you're allowing your conscious to be able to bring it to the foreground again.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's an
So it's been like
it's
been like dormanted for
Yeah.
me. Yeah. Okay. So now is the time that, you know, I'm allowing it to come into my reality at this time.
You're just giving yourself the tool to unlock that the little key that's been hiding behind it, to be able to bring it back to focus.
I
to
see.
be able to I'm going to stop saying forget, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that we truly do forget anything. We can stop remembering it, but we
Right.
never truly forget it.
The image of a treasure box come to mind, that it's a treasure box. I have it, and now I am opening, you know, unlocking it, and you know, looking inside and see what's in there, and bring the items one by one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope that the analogy helped you in some way.
Yeah. Yes. Because I was wondering about that. What is going on with me?
I too I've found that I've been
like,
viewing a video, and I can almost say what is going to happen next. I can pretty much.
Yeah.
Almost like I called it guessing before, but now it's
not guessing.
I know
Yeah.
what's coming next.
Right.
Empathic.
Right.
That's empathic, Dan.
Pardon?
Knowing empathic, when you know what's coming next, it's empathic, isn't it?
Possibly. I'm I'm not too sure.
Or knowing. There's another word for it, knowing. I have that too. So, who's the next channeler? Now we have two more. We have Sabrina and Mary.
Right now, I'm gonna say welcome to Sabrina. Welcome to the Love Zone.
Welcome,
Hello.
Sabrina. Hello, Sabrina. Welcome.
How
We're
are you
waiting
guys?
we're waiting for your channeling, and Dan also. Dan's supposed to channel today.
Oh, Dan is gonna channel.
Yeah, neat.
All right. Dan.
You know, he's got all these different vibrations, so he needs to bring it up.
How do you know that they don't come through anyway? Just at different times.
Well, I
can
tell. I can tell when you are.
Yeah, we can feel the energy.
Yeah, I can tell when it's Dan fully connected and when it's Dan partly connected.
Sleepy Dan.
Ooh-ha, guys, come on, say something.
Dan, have you noticed that yesterday when you were channeling, your voice, it didn't change completely, but I could tell the difference. You were talking. Yeah, he was talking kind of like slow, but with so much of authority and clearness, clear. He was so clear on the words, the way he was talking, and I really enjoyed it. It was really nice. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, because at that point he's channeling in a different way. It's Dan, but he's just accessing the information, and it's just coming through him.
Yeah,
he's accessing the information. No entity's giving it to him.
There was part Liran that came through. Atakir made a little bit of a
yeah.
And
I noticed that. Yes.
Kind of didn't really properly kind of come through, so there was no need for an introduction or any kind of overall channeling experience. It was more of a I linked into some kind of aspect of my higher self.
Right. I was gonna say that.
Yes.
Came in and
have you channeled
a few things?
Have you channeled anybody else's entities, or have they come to you?
I'm still reluctant to give up control. That's the one that I'm currently working on, because I do wish to introduce a few of my higher friends to people. I'm just very reluctant to give up my mind's control center at the minute.
Okay.
It's hard to explain, because it kind of, it's as if the entity kind of flies into me, says a few things, and then just dashes out.
Hello,
that would be the best description of it, actually.
But then, Dan, you're still here. You're not going anywhere. You're a conscious channeler. You're not. By you saying, I'm afraid to give up complete control. You are not. You're not. You are not a trance channeler. You
Well, the
are a
funniest thing
conscious
about it
channeler.
is I know that these entities that are speaking through me are myself. I know that they are aspects of me. So I'm not sure why I'm still reluctant to relinquish control of everything, but it's
It's a new experience, that's why.
weird. Yeah, I think I'm paddling around in the waters at the minute and just getting myself comfortable.
Good. That's good.
Because this is extremely new to me. I've not really known about channeling to the extent that I do now for probably more than a couple of months.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. Yeah.
So I'm still very new. Like I didn't even know who or what a Bashar was until I came to the human colonies. So this is all very, very new to me, but somehow it's always been there, kind of like almost like a multiple personality, able to kind of tap into different aspects of perception without really any effort.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's always, for me, the same thing with me. I feel like it's always been a part of me, but now I am allowing it, and I'm tapping into this new reality in my life, by allowing a new vibration of my higher self interacting with me. Yeah, I completely understand what you're saying.
I feel like the entities that show themselves through me are kind of hidden aspects of myself that I've pushed into the background, that I've not necessarily forgotten about. As I was saying, it's I just kind of put a bit of a mirror, like a one-sided mirror, in front of them, and I just need to turn that into a glass window, and then when it's comfortable with the glass window, take out the window completely.
Right, expand.
Yeah. Because that's all I wish to do. Since I was given this body, I've always been searching, not knowing what I'm searching for. I've just been searching, kind of like a spiritual treasure hunter.
Wow, nice.
Yep. Totally agree.
But
I
believe that's what we've all been doing, and that's why we're now here, because we've been searching for long enough to be able to find other people that are also searching for similar things, and we're now co-creating Treasure Island, which is going to be in my opinion, it's going to be really, really awesome experience.
Yeah. The interesting thing is knowing when you are allowing and when you are pushing aside.
Yeah.
That's the fine line there. And you have to keep checking with yourself. If you're just pushing aside, or if you're allowing it to just flow on its own, since you know your own pace. But that's where I find myself, right now. Am I pushing aside, or am I just allowing it to happen when it wants to happen? So that's a bit difficult sometimes to discern.
Yeah, I've been living using my mind for so many years that it's difficult to just allow things to be. It's getting easier, a lot easier. So I've been noticing that the more I do allow, the more that comes. And when I do push things aside, it tends to creep back up on me and then kind of sweep me out from underneath my feet, and I have to try and catch up with myself again.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
I never truly get rid of it. It just comes back a little bit stronger and says, "Nah, you're not forgetting about me."
Yeah, yeah, because you're just pushing something down, you know, trying to hold it underwater, and it's just gonna push back up. You can only hold it down for so long.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I have something funny for you guys to make you laugh a little.
Awesome.
So I have to go to jury duty over here in the States. You know, you have to go. And I was reading the questionnaire, and one of the questions, they ask you, like, what TV shows you watch, you know, what your kids do for a living, anybody that's around you, and they also ask what you do in your spare time. So I decided that perhaps if I tell them I talk to ETs, I channel ETs in my spare time. I don't know if I'll be able to do it in a straight face. But
Did you say that intentionally so you avoid jury duty?
No, I just think I would get a kick out of that.
Oh my God.
Imagine the reactions on everyone else's face as well.
Exactly.
I think you should. That'd be funny.
That would be very funny. I'm not lying. I won't be lying.
And you never know what you might, who you might connect with. What state are you in, Sabrina?
New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking, I can even speak to you in ET language if you like.
That'd be a strange courtroom, wouldn't it? Standing up and speaking up Korean.
But Sabrina, I think another way to look at it is going to be a very short session because you're gonna know who did it. Oh my God.
Actually, yeah, tap into. Wouldn't that be?
Yeah.
That'd infringe on the unbiased aspect of being a juror, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
You're gonna be jury number 1.
That gets kicked out. You.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So I've been planning in my warped little mind.
Going to court and saying that you channel ETs and that you speak ET languages, that takes some serious balls as well, Sabrina.
Yes. But I'm not be lying, and he might think, oh, do not make a mockery of this court. I said, I am not making a mockery. In fact, me a lie detector test, like.
Oh my God. Oh God.
That would be brilliant.
Oh,
Right? I'm not lying. I channel. That's my spare time. You want to do it? I'm telling you what I do in my spare time.
Oh God. Oh God.
I told you guys would laugh.
Oh God.
It's
Oh.
like that would say brilliant. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I'm not, anyways. I just have this running images in my head, you know, because I'm very visual with my, I guess the third eye, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just see all these, like a video running in my head of their answers and me telling them this stuff. And they'll
Mm.
say, "You're dismissed."
Okay. Oh.
And then I'm thinking, hopefully they won't want to call a psychiatric ward.
Oh God.
That's my fear.
Oh. Oh.
We need a straight jacket over here.
Oh God.
Anyways, that was my joke.
If you ever got into that situation, you could just channel Houdini and you can get out of the straitjacket. I'd like to see them, the look on their face after you're just there, like bang, done. Yep. What's the next trick?
Houdini's not showing up. I got angels showing up. I got lyrics. But not Houdini.
Uh-huh. Mm,
Oh
that's
God.
nice.
Yeah. Did you guys see the webinar from this morning?
Yeah, I wasn't in it, but I watched it at the same time. I was kind of like behind the scene because I wanted to allow some new people to come in.
Mm-hmm.
So I was listening at the same time.
Okay.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was interesting. What they were saying about us taking on some of the traits of the ET without having their DNA.
Mm-hmm.
It's not without having your DNA on, it's without adding more.
No, without having. Like we were just from contact with them. My son is. It's contradict. That's his own opinion of what went on. He was sitting with me. So.
Yeah, your son has a strong connection to Arcturian.
Well, they said he has Arcturian, but he has Pleiadian from me.
Oh.
Yeah, so he is actually very strong on him. It's stronger on him than it is on me. The trades. To a certain extent, I don't know, because the way, what did they say that the trades of Pleiadian?
Grow like 4 foot taller. Long blonde hair.
Yeah, no, but like character-wise, because I know they say they're compassionate and.
Don't they use more sound manifest by using sound and vibration? They materialize, or how do I say it? Manifest. Manifest into like if they want to create something, they use more sound and light. I don't know if that's. I want to say Pleiadians.
When I channeled a Pleiadian, it came through my heart, and it was almost like it was like a hurricane coming out of my chest. It was like the It's like she pushed the air out of my. I don't know how to explain it exactly. It's like a hurricane was in my chest and it came out in a language.
Oh.
But it was through her. It
Okay.
was through my heart though.
So did it talk in English?
Yeah, it was a dream state channel. I'm gonna go get my binder. It's got her name in it in a minute. But yeah, she talked in English to me. Well, in the dream, she was actually talking to someone else through me. But I think that the message was intended for me. Well, the message was intended for me.
I love the dream state channelings. I can't wait to bring my dream state channeling into reality because I channeled Gollum from Lord of the Rings. It's going to be awesome.
For real. How did that feel?
It was such a weird dream. I wasn't even thinking about Lord of the Rings. I think the last thing I watched before going to bed. Actually, the last things I've been watching before going to bed has been like Pokemon and things like that. And like, I've had some crazy dreams that have nothing to do with Pokemon, nothing to do with like cartoons in general, and they've always ended up being some of the best learning experiences I've had. So I love Pokemon. But yeah, I've seen a dark elf came through during a dream state. Artemis, the Greek goddess of the hunt, came through in the dream state, and Gollum, and it was weird.
So does
last night I was actually a helicopter. Like there was somebody inside driving, but I was the helicopter.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And it's strange, very strange.
That is weird.
Yeah, I love dreams. Dreams
But
are.
Gollum's just a fictional character. I mean,
I don't know about that.
right?
Well,
Like, does he have life because we've given him life? Or?
well, when we create, we manifest it into a reality of some form. So, in some ways, even the smallest characters within books who are given shape in some form have been created into a reality.
Like on multiple levels?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh yeah, probably.
But I've also, through speaking to people, there's been a lot of talk of the Middle Earth, well, the whole story of Middle Earth actually being a little bit more real than it's made out to be, because we perceive it as just a book, but Tolkien must have gone somewhere to create that depth of imagery.
That's what I think. I mean, I read a book, like even the series Merlin, you know, I read something like that and I think, you know, this had to happen. Like, this is just such an awesome story that, I don't know, well, I mean, basically everything does exist, you know, like Bashar says. Anything you can think of.
Yep, as soon as you think, it becomes creation.
Yeah, right.
But one thing that's just made me think, what you said, Mary, about the beings creating using sound. I've noticed that if I think of something, there's a possibility that there's a probability that it's going to become real. But no buts. When I speak that thought out, as well as think it, it becomes even realer, quicker, and it actually allows it to be created in a kind of almost instantaneous.
Right.
Because I've noticed that I'll say it's going to rain today, and then later on, rains. If I think about it, there's a possibility that there will be slight rain or there'll be a chance of rain. But when I say, yeah, it's definitely going to rain, most of the time it happens. And I found that to be a little bit more than coincidence lately, because it's been so spot on. I've been able to kind of just judge it and go, yep, this is going to happen, and it happens, almost as if I've created it.
Yeah, it's happening in your reality. It's happening. It's happening. You align it. Yeah, you align it to happen and come to your reality.
In some ways, I think many beings or many races throughout the universe use sound in a similar way. Where most of the beings in the higher dimensions are telepathic, they only use words for specific reasons, which could be for creation. Because they would have conversations through telepathy instead of having a conversation as we are now.
Which is more powerful? Telepathy.
I think everything is as important and as powerful as each other. We need to remember, not remember. Stop. I need to stop saying like forget and remember. Really, we've chosen to use words for so long that they've lost the power of creation so much. And as we start to tap back into our connection with Source and with creation, it's becoming almost like words are not needed so much for conversations. They're used for higher purposes.
The thing with telepathy is that they are able to give you more information in a different way. And I'm getting, they're sort of showing me right now what they mean. It's kind of hard to put it. It's sort of like adding another dimension to information. That's the best way I can put it. So you understand it and get more in a different way, and they can give you more and you understand it all. You know, with words, it's very limited to what can we give. You know, because you can only speak so fast. But when it's done telepathically, I can give you, you know, a whole website
in a fraction of a second.
In a fraction of a second, give you all of it, and you can understand all of it in that second. So, or you say, oh, okay. So that's really, so it allows for less discrepancy, because when you are speaking with words, inflections matters just as much as the words. So if your inflection is different, especially when we are from different countries, it can be read different, and it can be interpreted different, and me take it as an offense, as opposed to when it's done telepathically. It also involves the heart and other things in there, so there's less room for a mistake, or for misinterpretation, not mistake, but misinterpretation of things being said. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I was gonna say that it seems to me that when we talk telepathically or interact telepathically to each other, there is a clear connection in here. whereas talking in words, it's it's not as clear connection. This is what I'm getting at.
Right. Right. Because
Y'all,
go ahead.
I was just asking, are y'all intending on connecting telepathically, or are you just talking more about it's just synchronicity? Same thing.
I would say both is happening.
Yeah.
So it's
quite a few of us are making it more of a daily routine to send out and receive telepathic messages and to practice it in the way that we would practice anything. And we're testing ourselves. We're going, are they getting this message? Am I really sending it out? And it's actually really surprising how consistent and how many of the messages are actually coming through as clear as day.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and the other thing that I noticed, like I was talking to Dan one day, and I knew what he was going to say. And I was talking to Jaguar the next day, and I knew, so it was almost like we were sending each other's the thoughts that we were thinking, so that was happening before the words were coming out.
I gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
So
that sounds familiar.
And then, yeah, because I mean I've done that. You do that normally. People that are very close to you. But I'm finding with certain people the channels are getting open.
Well, too, it's like if someone's that's not exactly on your level, you're talking to them, or in my case, I talk to them and I know it as I'm saying it that it's not being processed the same way. It's like I know this is not getting through to you as it's coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, I think if you set an intention before you start speaking to the person, it can probably register better because you're talking to them at a different level beforehand.
Yeah.
So if you're going somewhere and meeting with somebody and you know that this might be a little bit rocky, if you set the intention, beforehand that what you want from that, you will find that it gets easier and more of it gets true.
That's a good tip. Yeah, like this is the intention of this conversation. I'm trying to get you to understand X, Y, and Z. And then, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and they'll understand to whatever level they are at also, so you have to allow for that.
Yeah.
And that's okay also.
Well, I'm finding it's just becoming increasingly difficult to talk to many people, and I'm sure as y'all already know. And it seems like I'm just gravitating away from them, really. It's just, they're all just leaving my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can relate to them up to a certain level, but yes. I understand what you mean.
Hey, did anyone happen to see that Bashar video that got taken off?
Yes.
I didn't see that. By the time I was gonna see it, it said that it's taken off. It was taken off.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
But a link was placed under that, under comments. It got replaced in the Chinese website.
Really?
loads very, very slow. So just let the put on the video. I mean, it's loaded, and just let it finish loading. Otherwise, because it loads very slow.
Do you have the link to that by any chance?
No, I'm on my phone, so if I did.
Oh, I gotcha.
But in that same page, it's there.
Oh, okay, on YouTube.
No, on Human Colony.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Should be able to find it there.
So the Pleiadian I channeled, her name is Centrinki.
Oh.
Does that sound familiar?
Centrinki. Yeah.
Centrinki.
Mine is Lalia.
Is that Pleiadian? Your Pleiadian?
Yes. She's part of my oversoul. She's in the 7th dimension, I think it was.
How did you go about connecting with her in your own experience?
Oh no, I know she's there. I haven't been able to talk to her. For some reason, I don't seem to be able to connect to my Pleiadian, which I find odd. Like I feel more connected to the Arcturians and the Lyrans.
Do you feel that connection, like let's just say to the Arcturians, do you feel that connection physically? Or how do you feel it physically?
They're
like
always present. Yeah, they're like always present, and the language always comes out whenever I'm doing something, and
watching the World Cup.
and like I was outside taking pictures of my flowers, and then it just comes out.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so it's like present in that way, and even for channeling, they seem to be the easiest for me to channel, for them to come through. But the Pleiadian side, I don't know. And actually, I was thinking when I was talking to you guys about my son, I was thinking I should ask them what traits of his are Pleiadian. Because I'm intrigued by it, because the way he is, like, he doesn't have like the ups and downs that we humans have. He doesn't have any of that. He's always like I don't want to say flat line, but you know, he might do a little wiggle on the line, and
is it like he kind of observes things happening rather than immediately reacting to them?
He doesn't react to
everything.
Huh. You don't get like those reactions. He laughs a little bit louder now, but even before, and even when he's had to do something at times where I didn't feel well and things were really wrong, he doesn't like go into panic or anything. He would just look at me and say, "Mom, why did you go and manifest stuff for yourself?"
Wow, that's cool. I mean, that's almost like you're describing me. That's interesting.
Yeah, and
because I'm trying to figure out, you know, sort of where my connections are.
Oh.
I'm still in that.
Do you have Pleiadian in you?
Ma'am?
Do you have Pleiadian?
I don't know, actually. I know that this Pleiadian Centriki came through me in a dream state, and that's like the most recent thing that happened. And Tucker was the one who told me that it was Pleiadian. So But I definitely felt her like the day before, like, cause I had that experience in a dream state, but I saw her, and through my third eye, I saw her before I went to sleep, and I felt her, so
Oh,
I saw her face.
I'm probably not connecting because I don't think I can connect. It's my own doing. So, but I would be really, because I want to know how much. I'm trying to see what the Pleiadians are like, because I know they said they're compassionate and very caring. From what James, no, it wasn't James. Who was it that was saying that? Um, the other person that is in the colony. Dan, do you remember?
Douglas.
Douglas.
Douglas. That's it.
Douglas.
Was the one that said. Yeah. That they ask them more like personal questions when they're working with people.
Oh, he did. I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So they can they connect more in that sense. But then I'm thinking, oh my God, because I guess I must. I'm thinking maybe I don't have any Pleiadian traits. I just had to work for it. But it's interesting. It's interesting about the different traits. And Dan, did they finish giving you the DNA?
Finish giving me DNA? I didn't even ask for any.
Oh, you didn't ask for any.
No.
Oh, okay.
Since I came here, I couldn't see what the big fuss about the hybridization was, because I've always been not 100% human. Not necessarily saying that I'm not human. I know that I was born human, that I was raised by a human family, but I've always felt that I've not needed to kind of worry about changing anything about it because I've got everything that I need.
Yeah, I didn't ask for it either.
Although I did have a mantis being doing some kind of work on one of my legs.
Okay.
And I had another being. I was told that there were two Pleiadians that were doing some work on my arm, but they could be implants or they could just be something that was going wrong. I have no idea, but
right.
They were definitely doing something to me that I didn't necessarily ask for consciously, but they were doing it anyway.
Yeah, I'm a hybrid, but not by choice.
But I've always known that I've got connections to reptilian and to many beings. But the most strong ones are reptilian, Lyran. I've always had this feeling of Pleiadian, but I'm still waiting. To meet a Pleiadian.
Yeah, me too. You know what I find interesting though, that because they said that there is an assigned Pleiadian to me, right? Because of whoever did the implant.
Yeah.
Gave me the DNA. But I never felt them, and I don't feel like a connection somewhere else, even though they say I'm connected to the Federation of Play. because Gert Vernier didn't give me all the languages. But I don't feel that connection. I haven't, like I feel towards Gert Vernier.
Hey, has anyone else here been to the third colony?
Which colony?
The third?
You mean the Gurk Fitnir number 3?
Yes.
Not that I'm consciously aware of, although Atakir probably has.
What do they do in the third colony?
Well,
third one is the one that supposedly they're making the movies and the interviews.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
Tazur told me that I went to the third one, and he said it was because it was for my diplomacy. It was for, I don't know, training to be a diplomat or something like that.
Okay.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I've been to all of them. I really don't know.
I can't hear you, Sabrina.
All of them, but I really don't know why.
I've been to second colony. The car told me that I've been to the second colony, colony number 2, 2 or 3 times, but I don't remember. I mean, I probably, gone in my sleep state, but I don't remember.
What did he say it was for at number 2?
Number 2, I think he said they have educational program to learn.
Dan, is that where you did the whole plant dying thing?
I'm not actually sure which one it was. Because I've been to both the Gurkfitnir and the Erin colonies now.
So there's Erin colonies as well.
Yeah, the Erin colonies is an Erin run. It's a Pleiadian Erin colony run by King Kenjin or Coral Kenjin, who basically they're like a mirror of the Gurkfitnir ones, but with different purposes.
I see.
I believe that the Gurkfitnir Colony 1 is either for telepathy or for the introduction of the hybridization, and then number 2 is either the telepathy or the education of hybrid children and the education of hybrids in general. And then the third one is the education of the humanity by the hybrids, which would be the making of the interviews and the videos and the allowing the humanity to see what's going on.
And that actually will make sense for Tyler, because don't you do videos?
Yeah. I'm definitely like a technology. I like technology. Actually, I like more thinking about future technology than what we have now.
Right. So that
I like doing that too.
Yeah, that will make sense.
It's funny. It's almost like all of my best friends who we've all kind of gone through this whole discovering all of this stuff at once. It's like everything is happening. It's like the synchronicity is telling me, y'all are gonna make some technology here. It's like it's just crazy, the synchronicity. It's like one of my good friends is he's going to school for like electrical engineering or whatever, and it's like, wow, like he wasn't even gonna go to college a few months ago, or I mean, when he first started.
Right.
Oh, hold on.
Yep. Did he get caught off? Now, who's the one that has the live cam? I don't want to click on anybody because it tends to mute people. I don't want to touch
That's Jacob. He's currently watching the World Cup.
Oh, but that finished.
I'm here.
Okay, then he may still be here. You may be here again then.
Yeah.
Jacob, are you here?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Awesome.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi. Oh, can you give me?
Jacob walked away. He is checking on something. Interesting chair. Anyways, about the colonies. So what is supposed to be going on the Era colonies?
From what I gathered, in Colony 1, there is like a kind of, well, first thing first, the colonies are living, so they can change into whatever the colony wishes for it to be. Colony 1 is a living arena which is used for energetic training combat to help us learn to work together and to help us understand our skills that we have. It started off by some of us getting put into teams and things like that, just to kind of bring a bit of fun into the situation, because there were a lot of people that were holding certain fears and different things within our shadow self, so we had to overcome these different things within a higher dimensional kind of combat perspective. Although the arena itself transforms into many different things. Some days it would be like looking like an open field. Sometimes it will look like ruins. It depends what the colony itself at the time wishes to make it more fun. It can also change into kind of like a stadium where there'll be music performances, dancing, singing, all kinds of fun things happening in the first colony. I believe that people are, from the last time that Kenjin came through, he was saying that people were moving into the second colony. Although I'm not very sure about what the second colony actually is, and I have no clue about the third colony yet. Although perhaps if Kenjin was to come through Jim again soon, we may be able to find out a little bit more about that. I could possibly, when I next kind of check in with Atak here, because I've kind of let him do his own thing for the minute because he's quite busy. I could maybe find out a little bit of information about it. Certain things he can't tell me because need to know basis and things like that. It's the way that most of the ETs are, especially the Lyrans. They like to tell you things that you need to know, and keep the things that are gonna just cloud everything up. They keep them a little bit kind of hushed up because, quite frankly, we've got enough to be dealing with on our own planet than worrying about certain things in the in the space dimensions.
Yeah,
But
because
I feel that Kenjin would probably be the best one to speak to about that.
right.
So maybe if we made an intention for Kenjin to come through Jim, that'd be awesome to find out a little bit more about what is happening on the other colonies.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Especially seeing as Nick is currently he's doing his own thing. He's staying out of the way because he's got enough on his plate at the minute. So bringing Kenjin through him would probably be it's probably not going to be helpful for his progression at the moment. And seeing as Jim is another person who Kenjin has come through, it seems like the best option for now.
Yes. That sounds good.
But I've tried to keep the talk of different colonies out of the way for now, because I found out that there are more than just the Gurkfitnir and more than just the Eren colonies. But bringing them into the picture is probably just going to cause a lot more clouding of what's actually going on. Because we've got to try and we're learning to work together. We're learning to co-create, and co-creating so many different colonies is probably going to be a little bit confusing for a lot of people. So staying for just the Gurkfitnir ones and the Eren colonies for now is probably the wisest option as well.
So you think we're going more than those?
There are definitely more than those. From what I've been told, quite a few of them are not ready to open up to humans yet. Some of the planets are being visited by humans to get them used to the idea of humans and to get the colonies set up ready for them when the humanity is ready to bring them into their reality. And this is it's also the same with a load of races of beings who are traveling towards Earth to awaken their hybrids and to also awaken the DNA within people.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why a lot of the different types of beings haven't really shown themselves yet. Because I've got some beings that are, well, I've never even heard of them before. Roxy helped me out a little bit because there's a planet called Kiru, which is occupied mainly by Syrians, and they seem to want to be in contact with me in the future. And there's also either a race of beings or an alliance of people called Khan, which are also travelling towards Earth. I'm very out of the loop of who Khan are. All I know is that a being appeared behind me and said, Khan, and that's all I got. It was weird. It was one of the first times I've heard an extra sort of outside of myself say in their own voice. And there's also a group of either the predecessors to Liren or a group of Liren that created another group of Liren called SARS, who are either associated with my Liren friend Atakir or are going to be introducing themselves soon. But it starts to get confusing because I've I've been given like loads of different beings that come through, and then they just sort of they go, here we are. Now we're going to go off and do our own thing. You're not going to hear from us for ages.
And who gave you this information?
Well, SARS was given to me in a dream. I was I was learning about spirit guides, and then a dragon appeared and just said SARS. So I was like, okay, I've got a dragon spirit guide called SARS. Turns out that SARS was actually a name of a race, and the dragon was helping me to kind of learn about them, to give me the step forward. The Kiru came through as just a word that came into my mind, and it just said Kiru. I was like, okay, I'll write this down, dive into it. And I was speaking to Roxy, and she said that there are these 3 beings that are travelling to Earth, or these 3 races of beings that are travelling to Earth at the moment, but they're staying a little bit shrouded, because they're also nervous of us as we're nervous of them. So they're testing the waters of the humanity to see how we cope with the beings that we're given, the beings that are coming to us now.
Right. Yes. You guys go first.
Exactly. So the older, I think the newer race of Liran are coming in and kind of they're saying hi, and then the older ones they're going, right, children, go and play with the humans. We'll be in whenever we come.
You guys be the guinea pigs. Let's see how they react to you. Yeah, no, I know that, and I'm feeling more and more the connection to. I probably met with a lot of ET races. I'm feeling that connection more and more.
I didn't hear that. Sorry, your mic keeps breaking up.
Oh, that I said I think I'm integrating more that aspect of me, of the I guess the council.
Yeah. I'm still not sure of my particular part I play in it, but I know that I've had a seat there for a little while. I'm not sure what I'm doing there, or who I speak to, or why I'm there. But I kind of feel like I know why I'm there. But it's still a little bit kind of wavy at the minute. I'm a little bit clouded.
On which council are you talking about?
I have no idea. Some big kind of some really, really old major players in creation.
Okay.
That's all that I've been given, really.
And that's probably where our other connection is.
Yeah, most likely. According to what I've been kind of given and what I feel, I've been around a very long time. And things that Roxy and Caitlin have said they've backed it up. They've been given downloads from entities. Like Caitlin was given a download about one of my past selves called the Plant King.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, apparently I've been around a very long time, since the time of Shadow, where there
Okay,
was no light.
but wouldn't that hold true or of most? Since everything
Absolutely.
created once, yeah.
Yeah, well, we are all of Oversoul, which would have been through to the point where Source created the darkness and the light. So we would have been, at least most of us would have been, we would have been in blackness for quite a while. But I've also been given information about existences outside of this universe, within other times, within other ideas of thought.
Yeah, speaking of that, I had gone into a website where the woman got information from a civilization from another universe. So, and the way they do it is they divided the universe, not the universe, I don't know what would encompass all the universes. But they
I call it
divided
the
into
multiverse.
quadrants. Into quadrants, they divided it, and then they said we are in quadrant. I don't know if it was 2. So they told her that, and then they proceeded to talk about themselves. But that was only a one-time thing, and she hasn't had any more information, which to me was very intriguing. To talk to somebody from a different universe.
Yeah, I found it fascinating when I started finding about different aspects of myself that are outside of this universe as well. I have one life inside and outside this universe, and I think it's actually a common thing for my soul fragment to be kind of like a space pirate.
Mm-hmm.
And I just tend to travel all around. In some universes, I am kind of like a trader of light and information, benefiting the evolution of different planets, benefiting the ascension of different planets. Others, some of them not so nice, but we've all got lives where we wouldn't be the nicest people, but we're playing our part that has to be played within that particular time frame. And the most closest one is actually I believe she's an elf, some kind of wood elf, but she travels between different planets, kind of like Atakir, but is like a trader.
Okay.
Trading between trading resources, trading, well, anything really.
Yeah.
But doing it for
import export.
kind of, yeah.
Galactic import export.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's awesome because she's kind of like, she may even work with Atak here, and that resonates quite funny because it's I've always seen it more like a kind of a Han Solo from Star Wars. So if there's the elf as Han Solo, and then the Lyran as well, it's kind of, it's a little bit.
Now, when you talk about the Lyran, you're talking about the Lyran on the ship, or is this a different Lyran?
This is the Lyran that travels between the colonies and between different planets. This is Atak here, the one that I'm most in contact with.
Okay, so that's different from the Lyran on the ship that we had talked about?
Your Liren?
No, because you know there's my Lyran and then there was your Lyran on the ship.
Yeah, yeah. I believe it's the same Liren,
Oh, okay.
but I may be wrong. I may have multiple Lirens that want to get in contact with me, but the only one that's come through so far has been Atakir.
And he's on the ship. He's on.
He's currently. Wait a sec. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to ask.
Okay.
He's on Girk-Fitneer at the minute.
Okay.
He wouldn't say which colony, but he just said Girk-Fitneer. So,
Now, can you ask him? Can you ask him if it's the same one that we thought it?
The one that interacts with your general?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. That was instant. I didn't even need to do or say anything that time. It just went, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good. We have a little, another little piece of the puzzle.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's so much. Like, I'd really like to know how we all know each other in other timelines.
Yeah.
But I think that there'll be too many lives to actually.
Yeah, but there will be stronger.
Oh yeah. They'll be the ones that most resonate.
Right.
And I feel that in this case, Atakir and your general one are probably the strongest resonance at the moment. And while I unlock more, I will find more. While you unlock more, you'll find more. And then there'll probably be interlocking pieces of the puzzle that we're like, these guys know each other.
Right.
Which is pretty cool because it's I think it's amazing how we've been all over the galaxy, all over the universe, and that we're all kind of helping each other out no matter where we go.
Now, let me, because James said, I don't know if you heard that it was really a captain and not a general.
Okay.
The captain of one of the ships over the U.S., but I don't know. He wasn't that sure that we were talking about the same person or being.
Okay. Can I ask
don't
you
know
a question, actually? I think it was. Well, wait. Yeah, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Did you feel like you visited another planet? Or someone in the week just gone? Time's moved so quickly that I've actually forgotten what day is what.
Yeah.
I can have a scan back through and see.
I'm trying
I'm
to remember.
just looking back through the conversation with Gabriel because it would be that day.
Yeah, I haven't, which I find interesting that the more involved I become for near, the less I seem to remember.
It was on Tuesday. My time has really gone quick. Because there were a group of beings that came and picked me up, and most of them, they looked human, but I knew they weren't. and there was a
Okay.
group of us that went and visited a red planet, a very small red planet, with a collection of kind of cities on it, with red, like rivers of light that were floating above the land, not situated on them.
Okay. Hmm. I don't recollect that. I don't remember, but I haven't been remembering my dreams. Um, I have remembered dreams, just they seem more normal human being dreams. Um, yeah, so I don't remember that. Um, yeah, no, it's not coming to me.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, I was just I had a I had a feeling that it may have been the same ship that you might be on about.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
this is
it was
ship.
kind of
No,
it was like it was a hexagon, like it was a hexagonal ship.
oh, okay.
But that was the day I woke up and I had my first real taste of channeling, but it was channeling my subconscious.
When you say channeling, you mean remembering what it's happening?
Um, well, the best description of it was my personality that I'm speaking through now wasn't active. Um, it was as if I was traveling back from this planet and my subconscious was driving this vehicle while my other personality was fading into the passenger seat. And then as it faded back in, they switched back round.
Okay.
It was a strange experience, but I spoke to Gabriel and a little bit to František. I spoke on video chat to Gabriel, and he could tell that there was someone else there. Even my mum, she was she knew that I wasn't me at the time.
Yeah.
But luckily enough, the sleep, the the name that he gave was he was quite he was quite wise to the situation, and he knew that if he said too much, my parents would have started asking questions. So he just sort of he was very indirect and kind of answered with as little detail as possible, just to kind of
But you,
keep my mum kind of
yeah.
without asking too many questions.
Do you feel that there's still a part of you there? In other
Oh,
words, that you can just take over at some point and then let it come back. And do you know what I mean?
oh yeah, he's the best, well, not the best description. He is an aspect of my subconscious. He's one of the sections of it, because in my experience, the subconscious it's been pushed away into the background for so long that it's been fragmented into different functions. So one of them runs a kind of speaking, one will function like kind of all sorts of things. But I felt different when I woke up, and then after 2.5 hours, I felt like I'd kind of extended the driving seat so that two people can control me.
Okay.
But they're not two different people. They're just two aspects of myself.
Mm-hmm. If anybody else would like to chime in, ask questions.
Yeah. We've been speaking for ages.
Yes, we stop us at any point, please. Hello.
Well, I'm just gonna be right back a sec.
Okay. Hi, Will.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
We were
So how
going on.
long? That's fine. I'm just being kind of an observer today.
Yes, I think we have a lot of observers today. So, any interesting experience on your side?
Um, I think I might have had a dream where I interacted with one of my hybrid children 2 nights ago.
Oh,
So that was it's kind of the same format where I first met him, except this time in the dream he was like not visible, but at the same time I could pick up on his energy. It was very like playful and everything. So I think that was his attempt at making contact again, because I kind of meditated on him a few days ago.
and can you tell how old? Like, is it like a small child or?
Oh yeah, he's like 7 years old. From like I had an artist channel like an image of him, and she said that he was around 7 years old.
Oh, okay. Boy or girl?
It's a boy. His name's Alex.
Oh, I have an Alex too.
Oh, really?
No, but it's a 3D child.
Oh, okay.
And you only have that one?
I'm pretty sure I have another one who's a girl, and I think she has yellowish skin with like very red hair. Um, and then I don't know. I feel like at least two that I can pick up on consciously right now.
Yeah, well, that's if you're gonna have children, that's the way. Somebody else takes care of them.
Yeah.
Which to me, see, I have a bit of a problem with that because yes, they are probably taking care of them, but there's a part of me that will want to make sure um, that that was happening.
Right.
So I'm sure they probably do take you there every so often and see. Now, how do you know what percentage it's human on the child or the children?
Well, from what Takur said, he's part Yael, part Pleiadian, and then a little bit of reptilian, which I guess um, increased his growth rate or something on the colony or on Era. So that was kind of interesting to find out.
Increase their growth. Oh, how fast they grow.
Yeah, I guess he like his brain developed at a faster rate because of that one part of a reptilian in him.
Hmm.
But that's
And
just what Takur said. So.
did they give you names or did you have to pick them?
Oh, they said Alex was the name. That was
The other
the
one?
one. It was just that's the one I know of. So that's Yeah.
But okay, so they gave it to you. You didn't pick it.
Right, yeah, they gave it to me.
Interesting. I haven't crossed that road yet.
So do you feel like you have any, or
I
have you
know
had
I
any
don't.
experiences?
Um, I know I don't yet. I actually asked today, and they need to speak with me.
Hmm.
Um, I guess also part of it, it's my concerns. I have concerns.
Right.
Even though I know I spend a lot of time up there, so I don't think I could probably check in whenever I want.
Yeah.
Um, but that's a concern of mine.
So have you remembered any like trips to the colonies anymore, like vividly?
No, I I only have like seeing people passing by them, but
Uh-huh.
the what is happening around and all of that, and seeing Tukur, like passing by Tukur. Um, but that's really all I remember.
Yeah.
Seeing Gabriel, um, but I don't have.
Yeah, I feel like my dreams still aren't being retained as much as I would like, but I also haven't. I've been kind of involved in some 3D stuff. That's kind of been weighing me down a little bit.
So, yeah, no, yeah, that it also grounds you though.
Yeah, definitely.
It 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 also grounds you, I think. And I think that's one thing we'll have to make sure that we keep grounding ourselves.
Hmm.
Sometimes we forget to do that and think too much in the out there things, and we forget to ground and being involved in 3D, obviously 3D things that you enjoy
Yeah.
can ground you and help you even advance faster. And I think that's something that Tucker has stressed a lot.
Yeah, he's talked about like being present in the body, which is key to being able to retain the higher frequencies.
Yeah, yeah, she talked about that. Actually, she um, she said something in a private session that I was going to do a transcript for her and put it on
Mhm.
Human Colony because I thought it was very good of grounding and that kind of thing. That in that sense, I don't have problems. I'm very grounded because even whenever people are speaking about something and it gets too etheric for me, I go, okay, but how do we apply that here right now? You know,
Yeah,
um, and that usually helps because if it gets too abstract, it just stays up in the mind. We don't apply it.
right.
So it sounds good, but we don't really know how to implement it. Um, but if we could say, okay, this is the practicality. How do we do that? Jacob? Oh, Jacob came back. Wow. This Because Will, you haven't been in for a while. Jacob is new. Tyler, I don't think I think I might have seen Tyler once or twice in here.
Yeah, I usually work nights, so it's very difficult to get on these. But I watch them all after y'all. Not so much the hangouts, but all the official videos at least.
Right. Okay.
Nice. Well, welcome, Tyler.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, usually I can't ever join gym sessions on Saturdays because I work as a cook at a restaurant. So Saturdays and Sundays are kind of like my Mondays and Tuesdays.
Oh yeah, that's the money day.
Yeah.
So in order for you guys to join something, like what would be a good time?
Um, Usually, I guess late afternoon tends to be a good time, at least for me. Just any day, really.
So during the week, where are you? Are you?
Um,
Let's talk Eastern time, okay?
yeah, I'm in Eastern time, so usually Thursdays and Fridays are when I don't work. Um, but I mean, obviously everyone has a different schedule, so
Yeah, no, but I'm trying to, and what you're saying, like around 3, 4. What time are we talking about here?
probably like 4 or 5.
Okay. And what
Yeah.
about for you,
I don't know. I'm actually thinking about getting another job. So, I mean,
Tyler?
right now it would probably be anywhere from 6 a.m. to about, or I'm sorry, 5 a.m. Real early in the morning, you know?
Hmm.
But I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this, so
Okay. Yeah, because I wanna try and do, even if it's a webinar, I wanna try and schedule things where everybody can attend. So do things at different times. So I think it will be helpful if we get, some idea of where some people are, especially the ones that could never attend, um, to
yeah.
try and get it somewhere in some window where there's a possibility for you guys to attend.
Well, I guess, if Will's open on in the evenings, I could probably do that. Just kind of depends on what day it is as far as um it just kind of depends, but yeah, like evenings are probably going to be a better shot than
Okay.
as opposed to
Yeah.
morning.
So around 5.
Yeah.
He said Thursday or Friday, right?
Yeah, Thursday or
And,
Friday.
and yours, and for you, Thursday, Friday, is that okay?
Oh, it's all the same for me. Every day is pretty similar.
Well, I'm just tired.
Yeah, I also I'm going to be
Okay.
leaving my job in 2 weeks, so I guess that I'd be open to anything after that point.
Why are you leaving your job, Will?
It's
No, I can't hear
honestly
you.
it's too low of like a frequency for me. Like working in a kitchen environment is very aggressive and testosterone,
Yeah.
like 10 hours straight, just constant like yelling and stuff.
What are you moving to?
Well, I do writing on the like freelance writing on the side, and I think for right now that supports me part time. So I'm gonna use that as kind of like a leverage way to find another opportunity.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Freelance writing. I mean, what do you do? What is that exactly?
Well, right now I just write like product descriptions for like small businesses that need their like websites kind
Okay.
of tuned up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's nice to hear other people are following their excitement. You know, I feel it feels ludicrous to drop what you're doing just because it's not what you want to be doing. I know that sounds paradoxical, but it's like it's
Yeah.
awesome that other people are doing it. You know.
Yeah, I feel like more and more people are like following the trend until, a couple of years from now, I just foresee more people being exactly where they want to be.
Yeah. Yeah. She's gonna stay with me.
So what do you do, Tyler, for your job right now? So what's everyone else been up to?
Well, this is the first time I've been here live, so
Oh, really?
yeah. Um,
Not,
is my microphone okay?
yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. I was wondering, like when you were talking about visiting colony 1 or 2, or like when
Uh-huh.
you're dreaming, because I usually, when I dream something intense, it's usually, something, bound or based to something I know. It may not be, like uh, exactly the same, but usually, it's like the school, the area I've been to, and that may be modified.
Yeah.
I I just wanted to check if I usually don't dream, like new environments, like something out of my visual memory. Maybe I
Right.
ought to.
No, I understand.
Uh,
I think like sometimes my dreams use the same physical environments that I'm used to in everyday life, but I'd actually say the majority of my dreams have like nothing to do with my usual day-to-day activities. Like usually the environments are totally new and
yeah,
different experiences.
That's how
yeah,
I am.
yeah. I when I get like lucid dreaming, I'm always in like very intense like It's usually like I'm trapped in that like that world. There are boundaries, and there usually is people with me who basically control the way, and many times I'm basically like a prisoner. Yeah, I don't.
So, what do you mean by control? Like they tell you to do certain things, or?
Yeah, I've had very intense dreams, when I'm basically a slave, but when I'm a captive. They hold me. Like one time it was really intense. I was with like three people. They looked like Indians, or they had darker skin than I looked like I did. And they had a trainer. They had like a dog or something. And I realized what was happening, and we were going to some village or something, and I just started laughing at them, really, and they started, hitting me and told me to stop, laughing because they thought I was crazy or something. But I knew that they did not have any power over me, and yeah, I because I'm really interested in because when you guys talk about dreams, I I don't have that kind of um, controlled environments. The dreams are I don't have much control over myself.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you spend a lot of time meditating?
yeah.
Because usually I find, well, at least for me during meditation, I always have an intention before I sit down of what kind of ideas or beings I want to explore communication with.
Yeah.
And through those, if you do that consistently, I've found that during dream time, um, you'll be more conscious of the intention you set beforehand. And so then during dream time, you are kind of more in control of I guess, the themes that you dream about, or in lucid dreaming, I guess it would come about easier if you've intentionally, said, I want more control over dreaming during meditation.
Yeah. Um, um, well, English is not my first language, so I sometimes I think I don't really get what because like concepts you're talking about, like lucid dreaming, la la la, and like astral travel, like all these words, they have different meanings for me, but I'm not quite sure I know what if what I think astral traveling is. If you're talking about the same thing, like,
so what do you
because
think?
I meditate and I go places, but I'm not sure if you would say that that is astral travel, or if that is lucid dreaming, or yeah, sorry, words escape me.
No, I understand. So, I guess what would your definition of astral travel be?
um, I'm I can I'm basically moving. I go somewhere, in my head, and I can walk. I can see the grass. I can feel the wind. Um, if that's what I want to do, but like I've heard you, not just you, you guys
Yeah.
uh, talk about like conversations with other people or other entities. I'm not sure if I've exercised it well enough to have the control to focus on and let the other dialect flow to me. I haven't been I haven't had like conversations with anybody else like consciously, like this.
Well, I think the important thing to remember is that a lot of the times in your dream state, even if you are communicating to another being, oftentimes they change their form to look more human just so that you can focus on the communication rather than having an adverse reaction to their true appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean.
Jacob.
Another thought. I don't know if I I read the like the clouds and the picture of life. I've been I'm not studying just by myself, finding people who are like looking at maps of the earth and like hieroglyphs and like I'll paste the link. I use this page a lot. You can just click, pause the ad. I really like this ad because you can zoom in, very nicely, and you can see the earth. It's not, round. It's flat, but it doesn't really matter to me because, like, if you're looking at the Pacific Ocean, for an example, like I just opened the site. I am just looking at the Pacific Ocean. Like there are so many faces. There are so many, like the Atlantic Ocean. There's a lady, with I'm so bad at words. Yeah, like there are so many images, and I'm not concerned if because there's no one right answer. It's what you want it to be, or what you decided to be. But I wanted to know if other people are looking at, or if people are seeing the same things that I'm seeing. And of course I know that's kind of silly to say, but yes, well,
So you're saying
it's good to talk. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jacob, if I may, you said that you felt like you had no control in your dreams. Like
Oh,
people were more in control of you than you were, as if they were forcing you, kind of thing.
yeah, like no, yes, like I'm in this situation. I'm put in a situation, and I can't get out. You know, it's like deal with this. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that, sometimes we, without even realizing it, we dream in our dream state. We travel through to other lifetimes, so that we find we deal with issues that we have found in our other past lives.
Yeah.
And I too have felt kind of like I've been surrounded during dreams, and
Yeah.
that people are they're out to get me.
Mm.
Um, I also found that these were actually my biggest triggers to becoming lucid, because in most of my waking, well, this current reality that we perceive as the waking state, everyone's generally quite nice to me. So I tend to pick up that when people start to go a little bit negative, they start to kind of start chasing me down or something like that. I then go, this is a dream. And then as soon as I go, this is a dream, I then gain full control of the dream. I can then change if I want to go somewhere else, if I wish to fly, I could teleport, I can walk through walls. There are so many different things.
I've many times said, like, I'm dreaming and I can fly. Okay, nice. And then I just jump and just fly.
Yeah.
But the people, they always, they look at me. They tell me to stop it. Don't fly. We're doing this.
Yeah, but you don't have to. The thing with it is, you are in command of your dream. You are always in command of your personal universe. So you will, no matter who says stop flying, stop using your powers. Just be like, nah, I'm okay, thank you. I'm gonna walk through this wall and go off somewhere else.
Yeah. I just have to. I have to realize this more, and then because I'm always getting more and more control.
Yeah. The more we realize that we are able to become lucid, the easier it becomes in the next set of dreams.
Yeah.
And I think you're currently at a stage where you're learning to understand yourself in the dream state.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily say that you are trapped. You're creating the situation where you feel trapped, so that you can then learn from it, so that you can go, this is a dream. I can now do whatever I wish.
Yeah.
The thing with lucidity is that the more you actually learn about lucid dreaming, the easier it becomes. If you ingrain it in your conscious waking self, you can actually. I found that if I was doing I was reading a book on lucid dreaming before going to sleep, I found that helped me to almost become instantaneous lucid in the dream. And the more you learn about dreaming, the more you keep a dream journal, you can actually see which triggers you have and which things actually stick out to you and go, this is a dream. This is a message that I'm supposed to learn from. Oh, this is a thing that's causing me fear. Why is this causing me fear? Okay, cool. Now I've known that this is say a snake pops up in my dream. I'm not a big fan of snakes, and I'd probably get a little bit scared. But I would see that the snake is trying to teach me something about a hidden aspect of myself that is trying to come through, that we're not noticing in our waking state. So it has to come through our subconscious in a dream state.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
There are so many layers to dreams that it's quite hard to put a specific point onto what it is about the dream. But as long as you have in your conscious mind that you are always in control of your dream, and that includes this current dream that we are in now, because we're dreaming right now.
Yeah.
We may seem like we're awake, but that's how much we've believed the dream to be real. And we're learning that we're just learning how to control this dream as well.
Yeah.
About the different beings and the talking, quite often when we meet other beings in a dream, it may not feel like we are making a conversation in the sense that we are now. A lot of it is done through telepathy.
Yeah. I feel that. I feel what you're saying. I try to keep a daily, like dream journal, but it has been, like on and off, and I know what I have to do. I just have to do. I just have to do it.
Yeah. Do you before you go, say like if you do a pre-sleep meditation or while you're laying in bed, if you say to yourself, I'm going to remember my dream. It doesn't matter which dream you remember, but I'm going to remember one dream in its entirety, and I'm going to learn from it. So teach me what I need to learn from that one dream that I'm going to remember. And then you can kind of build it up, get yourself confident with that one dream aspect, and then learn to bring other dreams into your memory so you can remember more dreams and you can remember more of your experiences throughout your other lives that you're living.
Yeah, I know I'm a part of a. I'm I'm just another branch on a tree. Of a consciousness. I'm me, but a part of me is a part of another. I'm just. There are many of me going on.
We understand.
A better description of it would probably be, instead of being a branch of a tree, be a leaf on a tree, which then moves through many leaves, make up a branch, and then that branch will have many other branches which will make up to a main stem. The main stem will then lead down into the trunk, and then the trunk will lead to the root, which then leads back to the source of the tree. But I definitely feel that you're almost there. It's just these dreams that you've you've obviously something within the dream has made you remember the negative ones, or the ones that you've perceived to be negative, as the most strong.
I've yes, I've had, you know, like really bad experiences, you know, when I was younger, and it has always, you know, held me back. But I am breaking out of my shell, sort of.
Exactly. That's it. Just keep going with it, man. Take it in your own pace and have fun with it, because that's what I found is the more fun that you have in the dream, the more fun you can bring out of the dream as well.
Yeah, I because I've always had, you know, trouble with, you know, sleeping well. So you know, like these intense, you know, bad dreams, they've affected me, you know, a lot in like my awake state. And I'm like now in this moment, I have been learning how to, you know, not to worry so much and smile and know that it's
just a dream.
Fun.
It's just a dream.
Oh.
The best thing about them, especially the negative ones, is that you learn so much from them. You learn who you are. You learn what makes you scared, what gets you angry. They learn how to stop getting yourself into these situations in other dream states and other different realities. And you're training yourself.
Yeah.
But don't let them eat away at your mind, because if you start letting your bad experience dreams live rent free in your mind, then you're not able to move forward from them. Just allow them to be, because they've happened. They've given you what was needed to be shown to you. So just say thank you for the experience. To all the entities involved, I love you, and welcome new friendly experiences. Welcome meeting of new friends. Welcome visiting other planets where you can, you know, you can be the creator that you wish to be. Just set the intention. That is the one. It's all about the intention. If you go to sleep in a bad mood, more than likely you're going to have a less than pleasant experience.
Yeah, I've been realizing, you know, these like these simple facts more and more, you know, and I feel so good that I joined this chat tonight, because I've been I've been watching, you know, like the Max for at least more than a year, and I was a part of few of the earlier channelings, but then I stopped watching, and I'm so glad that this has grown so much, because it was very small when I saw it first, and it didn't stick to me, but now I know it's for the best.
Well, something, even though it didn't stick, something obviously inside you made you want to come back.
Yeah,
So welcome back, and I look forward to seeing you again, dude.
Likewise. No.
Welcome, Sarah. And welcome back, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Will. Hello, Jacob. Nice
Hello.
to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
How is everything? The question was for everyone.
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I just got back from teaching dance class, so.
Oh, nice.
Nice and limber now.
Well, to answer the question to you, Sarah, I'm starting to feel a little bit tired, so I'm thinking I'm going to head to bed, which means this is going to stop the broadcast.
Oh, okay. All right.
But the hangout will still continue, so everyone, please do stay on and continue, because I have a feeling that there's going to be some very profound and very interesting experiences that are coming to you guys tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Be it perception changing questions or answers from people, and as Jacob's found out that he's learned to kind of allow things a bit more. So I have a feeling that everyone's going to make a lot of progress this evening.
Oh,
And
very good.
I wish you the very best of light, the best of love, and have some awesome experiences, guys.
Thanks, Dan.
All right. Good night. Thank you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Good night.
And Sabrina,
Good night.
I will ask my Liren if a little bit more about yours, if I'm allowed to find out, because sometimes they don't like to tell about other entities. So if I find out anything, I will let you know. Right, much love to you all, and I will see you in the next now.
All right. Namaste.
Yes. Good night.